Welcome. So citation management is a continuation of our previous lesson about literature search. So in our previous lesson, we learned how to find the scientific literature and peer-reviewed literature, and also in the Web of Science, some of the academic databases and the gray literature, which can also be found on the Google Scholar. Uh, in this video, we will learn how to manage these citations. We do our search. Some articles might be relevant to us, and some article might be relevant to us that we want to keep. So we will learn in this video how to manage citation and save these sources that we found useful so that we can use them later in writing our paper, report, proposal, or whatever. Yeah. So we will learn about reference web scraping using Zotero, like a software that we will use for citation management. We will also see how cite as you write using Zotero, uh, and how to generate reference list automatically using Zotero. We will look at this also. So basically, like you save your sources, you cite your sources, and you generate a reference list, which is a list of sources that you put at the end of your work. And then we will learn tools to organize reference and group collaboration. I will skip the group collaboration part, but we will learn tools like how can you use Zotero and other tools like for organizing references. Okay, so managing and organizing reference. So save and organize. So you save your search for future access and sharing. Uh, let's do this one here. So we've seen this is the Web of Science. I showed you last time how to access the Web of Science. You go to the university library, and from the university library, you find databases, Web of Science. I also logged in with my account. So you can create an account, and you can also log in. And you don't need to, but it will be helpful for you to save your searches. So, and here I'm conducting a search. I want to see about the AI, the generative AI, like ChatGPT, for example, or Gemini, or many of these other tools, and the future of higher education. So the topic I'm interested in higher education and what, and generative AI, that's one way of writing it, or generative artificial intelligence, that's another way of writing it, or Gen AI, sometimes it's also written as Gen AI. Yeah. And then, and what, and the future, like the future of higher education. Okay. So these basically are the topics that I'm interested in. Which indexes or which databases I'm using. I'm using all the websites, core collection, everything in it except the conference and books. So any conference proceeding and books chapter or whatever, I'm excluding like these ones. And if I did here like hit search, then I can find like my searches here. Yeah. So that's I have about like 306 meter. Yeah. So basically, like whichever topic you are interested in, as I showed you last time, you can add it to your market list. If everything here you are interested in, you can just select like 50 of them and then add them to the market list. But you can just like select few of them and add them to the market list. But uh, other than adding them to the market list, sometimes you are also interested in getting like if there's something relevant to what you are doing, then you want to get the full text article. So what you do, you basically go here, you click here, and then see this, FGC, you have subscription to this article, or it could be an open access article. So you see here, and then you basically like download it. Yeah, so you download the article. So now you see here I have uh, downloaded it, and after you downloaded it, you will have like the full text paper. Yeah. So you see here is as a full text article, like which you can read and use in your citation. So generally, like what I do for all the articles that I found like useful, and I think that I will use in my work, I just download them. So you see here, for example, like this manuscript, like here I have the data and the codes, and here I have one folder which I will call it like the references, and I don't know if you can. Yeah, you cannot make it bigger. But anyway, and you see here, that's what I generally do. I like when I download these full texts, I organize them. So here, for example, different topics. So here, assessment. So this, I will just save it and rename it. That's what I generally do. Like each one could be doing it differently, but this is how I'm doing here. Uh, so this is this paper, for example, I rename it. So these are like the authors, and it was published in the journal, and that's the year. So I will like the authors, year, and AI resistant assessment. I just give a keyword so I will know what this paper is about, like later on. So I know this is generative AI detection, responsible use, fact assessment, redesigning assessment framework, like this framework, assessment in AI era, assessment framework, like this another framework, assessment in AI era reviews, as a review article. So you see here that will be international journal. Sometimes I just put the journal name, but that's how I like to organize like full text article. So here you find the one about assessment, here about cogeneration, like how AI and human cogeneration, so impact of AI on cognition, so on and so forth. So you see, that's how I will like get this full text article to read them and cite them in my work. See, this is about ethics. I have two of them here. This is review papers. So here I have like review papers. Uh, this is the new sources that I got, for example. So I will uh, AI competency, autonomy, computer education, curriculum, future of higher education. So I have here one paper about future of higher education, and so on and so forth. Yeah. So that's basically I will like get like these full text article, like for the article, like let's say I'm interested in this article, I'm interested in this article, I'm interested in this article, whichever ones that I'm interested in, I will like just get them here and then tell him like full text, full text, full text, full text, and then I will collect the full text down, like download the full text, and then rename them and organize them. That's just what I showed you here. Yeah, I will rename them and organize them in whichever ways that makes sense for you. Okay. So save your search for future access and sharing. So you can save it like in the market list. That will save the information of your source, or you can save and catalog PDF systematically for easy retrieval. Yeah, that's like manual saving and reference management. Okay, uh, so that's like for manual saving. You can also do reference management, add sources to market list for exporting citation, analyzing record, and generating citation report. And we looked at this, yeah, last time. So for example, I could, yeah, let's say like I will just select anything randomly. Let's say these ones, this one, this one, and this one. I find like this one. Let's select 10 of them. Yeah. So I found like 10 of them useful. Yeah, so I can do this and then I can add them to my market list. See now, because I'm logged in, I could create like a market list. I can give it a name even. So add it to market list, and like you go here to my market list. Where was that? Uh, I think I did something. Uh, Let me do this one again. Yeah, this is. I think I added them to here. Let's do this again. Yeah. So let's do this search. Let's just select like this one, and this one. I'll just select three. Add to a market list. Add to unidentified. Create a new list. I will like create a new list. The list name I will call it like Gen AI Future. Yeah. Create a market list. So now I created a market list and I added this here to the market list. Let's see here. So now you go to the market list. I have this market list here. And we with this market list, I could analyze like results, for example. So I will see where is this affiliation are and so on and so forth. But let's do something even more interesting than that. Let's go to our original search, and so that's like a market list. The market list also you can export a report, so that could be useful. Like let's go back to the market list. So like you go here, let's see this market list. You can do like a citation report. So that's like a citation report. No, not citation report. You can that's generative AI future. You can export. Yeah, you can export information about your list. So I will just export it as a plain text. I showed you this already last time, but uh, the abstract. So here you see I have so for this three papers, so that's my first paper. I have like the author information and the abstract. This is my second paper. So I have the author information and the abstract. The third paper, I have the author information, journal name, and publication detail, and like the abstract. Yeah. And this is useful later on if you want to analyze these abstracts individually. Yeah. And you can in the export list you can also select. So that's also another thing like market list, exporting citation, analyzing record, and generating citation report. Or you can, so this is what I generally do is that I use like a reference management tool like something like Zotero, Mendeley, or EndNote to organize and cite my references. So EndNote, I think, is not free. EndNote is a product of one of the product of the Web of Science. So that's like for the Web of Science. Zotero and Mendeley, both of them are free. I like Zotero. I mean, you can use any of them. I like Zotero because Zotero you can use it in both Microsoft Office and the Google Docs. So it is also integrated with Google Docs. So sometimes you're working on a shared document on Google Docs. So that's where you will have that's why Zotero would be useful, yeah. But both of them are good, and I will show you I will show you like this in a minute, yeah. And then you can also analyze and track your record. So use analysis result feature for tracking citation trend and defining funding opportunities and more. So that's also a useful feature. So let's say here, let's go to our search here. So our search here is, let's say I found 306 article. Now you can do this analyze results. So analyze results, basically that will give you information. For example, it usually uh, uh, by like I think research area. So research area, like this 306 result, what research area is this? So this is education research, computer science, business, engineering are 15 of them, and that's like the education area. Now, and you can refine, like you can select any of these and refine the topic by any of these. Let's see like who are the author, like which universities are working on these things. So you can see affiliations. So you can do the affiliation, and that will give you see like universities in Florida, like they are working on this state of university system. So and you can change this view, like if you want to change this to a bar chart, for example, or you can change this to here's this is good. Like you can change the number of results to appear, like to make it them like 15, for example. Yeah. So you have the second one who's working on this topic is the State University of Florida. So let's say who is in Florida working on this. So you can come here, University of Florida. Where is that? Like so that would be yeah, that would be the State of University of Florida, and you will refine results by selected. So you refine results by selected, and these are 8 records for people in Florida working on these things. So you have here, this is an article, here's another article, like there will be 9 of them. So you expect all the way. See here, this means that this is an open access article. You can access it for free. You don't need like subscription. But even though if it requires subscription, if you have subscription to many of these journals, review article means that this is not a research article, it's a review article. It provides an overview about the topic. See, this is an early access. This means that this was something June that was published early. See, this size means it's highly cited. Wow, it has more than one in like 2 years. It got like more than 1,000 citations. That's huge. That's a big number. Yeah. So you see here, this signs, this is actually our work here at FGCU. And you see this sign means that associated data is this mean because when we publish this thing, what we generally do, we publish all the data that we use and computer codes, Python codes and things to generate this data and all raw data. Uh, we publish it with our article. So you see here, this is associated data. This means that you will find all the data, and we will learn, this is part of what we're going to learn in this course, yeah, is how to share your data also with your work, and you will be doing this, yeah, in the project or in your thesis, yeah. Okay, so you can see this, so let's go back here. So like so analyze result you can do by affiliation. Another important thing is like funding source, to see who's funding this type of research. So you can apply for, you see like who can fund, like if you're doing this research, who can fund you. So you see here National Natural Science Foundation of China. That's like a big founder for this research. National Research Foundation of Korea. So these King Khalid University, whatever. So these are like the funding sources for. See, U.S. National Science Foundation is still not there on the list, but it will be soon because now U.S. National Science Foundation has a lot of funding opportunities for these type of research. So, but you will see it soon, like on the list. Yeah. So that's like you analyze result, and you can, yeah, you can just like you can play with it. Like you go to this analyze results, you can play with it. You can find like individual affiliations. So this affiliation by departments. This here, if you're looking for a PhD opportunity, for example. So and that's like your research. You will say, okay, Lund University Faculty of Medicine. I think this is in Finland, if I'm not. I don't know. Lund University, I don't know. Ohio State University, Norwegian University. So that's where you can find like PhD opportunities and things like that to see who's doing this and start like contacting them or see if they have some opportunities. Okay, so that's analyze results. Export your results. I showed you like how to export your results if you from the market list. Citation alert. Citation alerts, that's also another useful thing. So citation alert, let's say I have these 306 citation about this topic which I'm interested in, the future of higher education. If new articles appear, I can just here, so I can create like Gen AI future. I can just call it like future of higher ed. And if any new citation, any new sources appear on this topic, it will be sent to my email. Yeah, so you can create, so you'll stay up to date. So like if you're doing a certain research topic, that's very useful, by the way. Like if you're doing a certain research topic and this topic is important for you, like your thesis topic, your project topic, or whatever, and you want to find like new citation, new articles that get published on this topic, you want them to come directly to you, so you can create like this citation alert. Okay. That's like analyze and track. So here, like this is just like an overview of what you can do. Like you can do this save and organize manually, as I told you. This is an old school. You can also save PDF in Zotero, but I think it has a limit on the size. But I'm old school. I don't like to save PDF in Zotero. I like to save PDF in this way, just exactly as I told you. See here, so here, if I want to see AI about co-generation, I will go, that would be these papers and I will read them inside them. Yeah. AI can also like if you can also now you can also AI like ChatGPT or whatever, you can link it to your, if you are saving these papers, like you can share it on Google Drive and you can link this to Google Drive, and ChatGPT could also access this paper and it can help you to search it and find like what you need from them. So that's also something I did in previously, that I will provide ChatGPT with access to these references, for example, and then I will tell him I'm writing like from my references, like from my Google Drive. I'm writing this argument. What articles would support? Find the article from local sources that would support like this argument, for example, that I want to make, and it will do it for you. Okay, but anyways, that's just a side note. Okay, so this is just like a quick overview. The main parts we covered, like manual saving, we covered the market list, we cover like citation report, but the main part of this lesson is that how to use like a reference management tool like Zotero or Mendeley. I will do Zotero, but if you want to use Mendeley, you can use Mendeley. You can use whichever one you want. So I recommend one of these, like EndNote, that's commercial. So and these are even better than EndNote as far as I know. I used all of them. Yeah, I started with EndNote, then I transitioned to Mendeley, and then I transitioned to Zotero. So yeah. So because before there was only EndNote. Like when I started doing this, when I was a student and I was like doing research, there was the only tool was available was EndNote, then Mendeley became available, then Zotero became available. And I shifted mainly to Zotero because I wanted to cite on Google Docs. That's why I shifted to Zotero. Okay, so Zotero specific feature you can that's like, so you can download the software and install it, and that should be easy. But like you install two things. You install the Zotero software itself, but you install something called browser integration to connect with desktop software. So you install the Zotero desktop software, and then you install this integration, because this browser integration will allow you to do web scraping. Okay, and you can find this here. So reference capture. Now, okay, once you, this is now, I told you you can save your reference using market down list and then extract them, but that's not the easy way to do it. The easy way to do it is to use something like Zotero and let Zotero by the way, like this reference list that I extracted from market down list, I can upload it to Zotero. But like what I easily, an easier way is just like you capture this reference directly with Zotero. So let me show you. So here I can open my Zotero, for example. So like you go here, you go to Zotero, you open. Oops, so it's asking, is doing some update. I don't know what update is doing, but okay, didn't open. It's doing some update. Zotero. Okay, here we go. So it did the updates that it required. And now, see here, I have about 3,000 items, sources in my Zotero list. So these are the sources that I already have. Uh, you see here, I can organize it by folder. So for each topic, I could have this organized like so I can create. This is my library. I can create a new collection. Let's call it this Gen AI Future, for example. Yeah. So I can create a new collection, Gen AI Future, and this collection would be empty. This would be all my library, and this would be the Gen AI Future. Here, Earth System Models, for example. See, I have these sources. See, some of them has a full text in it. Like, see this sign here? That's already the full text here. Yeah. So, but again, like I'm an old school, I don't depend on these full text here. My main full text that I depend on are the ones that I just showed you in my computer system. Yeah, but you can do this. So let's say here, embarrassing, like if I want to do this, I can add it to my new list, which would be where generative AI future. Yeah, so I can add it to here. So I added this to here. I can add this to here. Uh, I can add this to here, and then now you see here now in this folder I have like three of them. Okay, but let's start by doing this here, like reference capture. Like how did I get this references here? So to get this reference here, that's easy. Like so, like you can come here, like you see here. I can just like open this and like you see here, see this guy? That's Zotero. So I can tell him save to Zotero Web of Science. So like if I clicked here, so let's say this is generative artificial intelligent attitude analysis of undergraduate student and their precise improvement strategy, differential analysis of multi-factor influence. So that's so see like here now it's saving to Gen I Future. I'm already my library or Gen I Future. So I'm already saying like save this to this new list that I just created. Yeah. So like if I go to my new list here, now you see here I have the article. I just have this here. You see, I have this is the journal, this is the journal article, this is the title, these are the authors, this is where it will publish education and information technology, the volume, the issue number, number of pages, so all the citation information, the DOI number, this is like a persistent DOI, like object identifier, so that's a persistent object identifier. We will learn about this in the lesson about data management and the abstract, yeah. And here you can see like there are certain tags that comes with this one. So you will find it here under this one, and you will find it in my general library because the general library, remember, this one has everything, all your sources. Yeah. So here is the same one, and I will find it here also. Yeah. Where is it? Generative AI. Yeah. And AI future. Okay. So basically, yeah, like all the article, remember, let's say another articles that we are interested in. Let me remember our articles that we published here at FGCU. Let's find this article. So you can find this article, you can refine search, let's say like shell, for example, like you refine search by this one. Let me capture this. I never capture this. So like to capture this, you just like you can just come here and save to Zotero. So like I'm saving it to Zotero. So like I'm doing like web scraping, and I'm saving it to Gen AI Future. So I was able to save it. Like you come here. You know, oh, you see here, it didn't see. That's a good thing. It didn't capture it correctly. It captured it as a web page and not as a research article. So you see, these are the missing information. So that's another thing. Make sure that when you capture it. So now I don't want this, so I will delete this one. Move to trash. And I want to capture it correctly as an research article. And see here, it is um, so if it didn't capture it correctly, that's probably because it I can maybe because it has like this associated data, so it's seeing it as two articles. That's fine. Like what you can do, you can go to the publisher itself. So let's see, like you go to the publisher. Uh, so here we are going to the publisher. I don't know why is it not. You can also get it from here. Yeah. Just try to get it like any one way or another. But so yeah, so here, see, this is see here, this is now we went to the publisher, and now you see here this icon look a little bit different. So now let me try to save this and see if this will work successfully or not. So I'm capturing this. It's also saving the full text PDF, so I'm saving this also. But again, I don't depend on. I told you I'm an old school. I like to save my PDF alone. So this all trial and error is good, so that you see, like, see when I clicked here, like this one, oh, this one is working, and like post, like this one is also working, and you can just, if you clicked here, that will take you to the see, like, one thing, let me show you here. That's also another important thing I want to show. See this article here, it say it got 2 citation already, yeah. While here, see, it has no citation. So why this one that tell you it has 2 citation, and this one that tells you it has no citation? Can you think about this? Like which one is correct? I mean, of course, if say it has 2 citations, this means it has been cited twice. But why it does not appear here? The reason that this does not appear here, because I can tell you, like this 2 citation, they will be like a conference proceeding or a book chapter or like this gray literature. It will not be peer-reviewed literature. Versus here, these citation are just the peer-reviewed literature. So here, like this article, it was not cited by any peer-reviewed paper so far, which makes sense because it just got published. So uh, any peer review will take long time to get it published. To take it, like, so if somebody want to cite this, like the first citation for this, like by a peer-reviewed literature, will appear after several months, which is the life cycle of a paper in review, versus a book chapter which does not require or a preprint. So like let's look at this citation. Like, so you see this citation one is a preprint, so that's archive X, that's a preprint, and that would be maybe like a book chapter or whatever. Yeah, yeah, so that's a book chapter, or like you can get it from a book, and that's like a preprint. So on archive X, that's a preprint. So that does not require peer review. So that's why you can easily, that's why this will be cited. Okay, while here it has no citation. Okay, but that's a side observation. But let's get back to our topic. So here I was able to capture this. Let's see if we captured it correctly. Yeah, so we captured it correctly. Yes, we captured it correctly. Now it's a journal article. That's the title, that's the author, that's the volume. The issue here is not there. The pages are not there. One reason could be that the issue and pages are not there because see, it only has a volume because it does not have this information. Because it could be that this article is just like a, it was still like it was just published, so June, so it was not still added to an issue with page numbers. That could be the reason why this information is missing, the issue and the page number. Yeah, but the DOI is there, the abstract is there, and here these are the tags. Tags are like the keywords that I use for my article. Yeah. Okay, so that's basically, but so we've seen how to capture a journal article, but also sometimes you need to capture like a report, like a book or a web page or more. So let's try to do this. So let's find like a report and see like generative AI future in higher education. Let's try to find a report or something. Uh, See, that will not be a report. That would be That's another the impact of generative learning and study educator perspective. That is that's not a report. That is like like a research article, but like we're looking for a report. Let's see here. See, this is a report: Artificial Intelligence and the Future of Teaching and Learning, Insight and Recommendation. So that is a report, and that sometimes you might not be able to capture this report correctly. So here it tells you save as Zotero. So here, like, I'm saving it, whatever it will be saved as like a PDF. And now if you go to Zotero here, so you will find, okay, it was able to capture it correctly. It captured it as a journal article. So I need to correct this because I know that this is not a journal article. This is a report. So you need to correct this manually. So you come here, you do like this was a report. And okay, so this is the author, so that's the report number. So now I need to put like other informations. So that it was published in 2023. So I need to put the date here. So that would be 2023. Is the institution who's publishing this report? Like that might be important. So these are the authors. This report is publicly U.S. Department of Education. So that's like the institution that was published by like the institution U.S. Department of Education, for example. Uh, you just like put whatever information that you need. Like this report is available at, so you might put, yeah, like so you might put like information that you can be able to get to this report. Yeah, so uh, again, this is a general thing, like how to cite. Okay, so that's exactly what you need. How to cite while permission for reprint, cite U.S. Department of Education, Office of Education Technology. So that's basically how to cite. This is how they are recommending you to cite this. So, which means that you can see that's how they are recommending you to cite it. So, which means that like the author name here, you need to actually remove them because they don't want you to cite it, or you can cite it by the author name. But this could be that's actually that's a good example because that is tricky while permission to reprint like suggested citations. This is their suggested citations. They are suggesting you to cite it this way, but you can also cite it by the author's name. Yeah. But like in the institution, like report series, that's important. You can just like in the report series, you can put this information. Yeah. So like here's the report series. Uh, you can put like report number, no report series title. You can put it in this information and the institution and this. We will see like so. This is the information that we have so far. Uh, a book is like a similar. Like if you want to cite a book. Oh, let's look at this book, for example, the book that we just see. And citing a book could also, like capturing a book could also be tricky. So let's say like we want to capture this book. So you see here, it already recognizes it as a book. So let's capture this book. Uh, so if you want to capture a book, like see, full text is not available because this is a book you need to buy it, so it might not be available for free. So like you capture this book. So like you come here and let's see if it did it good or not. So you see here it's a book selection, AI formative approach, the authors, and this is the authors, a book title, and the information. So that was captured also. Sometimes you only need to capture like not the whole book, but just the chapter in the book. Let's say this chapter. So if you want to capture this chapter in the book, it's like not the whole book, because it could have a different author. Just you do the same, and it will just capture this chapter for you. Okay. So let's see here. So book web page. Like let's say I want to capture a web page. That would be the most tricky one. So the web page. Let's see. Let's try to capture a web page and see how it will do. let's I don't know here. This is an online course, so that would be a web page which we can capture for this online course, and you do it here. And that's tricky because here you might need to add like you capture something, but like you might need to add the information. Like so here, this is a web page, the title, the author. You might need to check this and like the URL and so on and so forth. Date added, that will be the last access date and so on and so forth. So now we have these uh, we capture like how many references we have so far. Let me add more here. So we can add, let me add this one, for example, because I want to have a lot of them because I will like see if we have a lot of errors or like I will show you in a minute like what I'm doing. So let's like if we go here and where is that? We just where is the ones that we just did? Okay, here, Gen AI future. Okay. Uh, uh, Towards scientific intelligence. See, that's a preprint. That's a good one also. Generative AI future. And see, that's a journal article. Journal articles. That's a preprint. That's a journal article. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I think that's good enough. Yeah, we have. So that's like that's what we have so far. Okay, now how can we so now we got them like how can we cite them? So like let's say I learned something from this and I want to cite it, like how can we do this? And that's why we use like this citation method. So we get like we capture this and then citation organization and tool like index citation biography support word and document for auto-generated citation and in-text citation. So let's do the in-text citation. So in-text citation, I will show you with Word, but you can do this also with Google Doc. But so let's say here I want to cite any of these articles. So say uh, uh, the fact assessment framework assess student critical thinking. Yeah, so something like this. And how to cite this? Then you come here to the Zotero. You have to open the software first. Like if the software is not open, it will give you an error. So you have to open the software first. Yeah. So you open Zotero first, and then once Zotero is, you can just after you install the Warlord plugin, so you install the desktop applications, the Warlord plugin, the web scraper tool, and then you come here as citation, and then it it will tell you what citation style do you want to use. Here I have water resources research. That's like added. That's an EGU style. I have like so here you like what I want. Sometimes this is so where do I want to publish this? So I want to publish this in water resources research. I want to publish this here. I want to publish this in ILSI in these journals. So basically you select the journal where you want to publish this because once you do this, it will automatically make adopt the citation style of this journal. Sometimes uh, you, you will not like see you don't have all the citation style here. So sometimes the citation style is not there and you need to add it. So you come here to you click on manage citation and then you see that's what I have. Like you add a new one here. So you no, not here. Uh, get an additional style. And that's why I want you to use the EGU style because the EGU style is not here, so you have to manually add it. So I want you to learn how to manually add it. So basically, you come here, you select additional style, and then journal title, you can say like American GU. So the reasons that I want you to use American Geophysical Union style, two reasons. Two reasons. One reason it's not on this list, so I want you to be able to add something that's not on this list and use it. So here. So now I have the American Geophysical style. Do I have, yeah, American Geophysical Union. That's the first reason. The second reason, this is something I'm familiar with. So when I'm grading your report at the end of the semester, I will be able to know whether you did like a citation mistake or not. But when you publish it, like later on, if you want to publish this in a peer review publication, you can easily change the citation style and it will change everything automatically. But here I just selected the EGU style. You just do this at the beginning. And then once you did this, you can tell you what do you want to cite. So here I want to cite like you write just like the author name, the title. So I will just put like El Shell 2025, and then these you just select the right one. So that's the one. So that's basically the right one. Yeah. So you put this one, you click here, and then I cite it like El Shell and there 2025. Yeah. Let's say I want to cite another one. So this is, we don't need this one. Let's say I want to cite like here. So this is what I have here. Let's say I want to cite Walter. Yeah. So this Walter, embarrassing future of higher education. So uh, this was supported by several studies. And like let's put these several studies. So like yeah, see Walter. Okay. And let's say what else I want to do. Let's say I want to do Dokken and this one, yeah. Uh, Walter Do. Yeah, see this one. I put this one and Sun and Zoo, for example, Sun and Zoo. I don't know why. See, it's not sometimes yeah, Sun and Zoo. No, it got it here. It usually will be able to pick it all the time. Yeah. Let's say what else do I want to cite? Let's say Cardano is this one. Cardona. Yeah, so Cardona. Let's say this one like future learner, future. Yeah. The reason I'm putting all this because I want to I will generate a list or scientific. Let's put REN also because remember REN's as a preprint. It's not a, so REN like 2025 towards scientific agents. Yeah. So here uh, I cited like many of them. Yeah. Okay, so now let's say another thing also sometimes you want to do, like you don't want to write it in this way. Sometimes you want to, let me show you like, so sometimes you can write it like here, like let's say Il shall 2025. So you can come here and then you want to edit it because you want to write this like you can say like classical view and you can edit it like or I mean let me show you, it doesn't matter. You can edit it later. Yeah. So you can just come here like let's say shall 2025. Yeah. Sometimes like your citation style is that you don't want to put the citation at the end but at the beginning. So you can just change it manually. Like you come here, you remove this one, and then you can say like we shall show that uh, shall and ital show that fact is effective in A, B, and C, but not effective in C, D, E, and F, something like this. Yeah. So sometimes you also want to do this. Now, do we have any problem here? Yes, we have a problem here. See this source? It's missing a date. So you see here, again, like these things will be graded. So in your final exam or in your final report, you'll be graded for these things. So you see here, now I have a problem here. So how could I fix this? You just go here to this source, yeah, and you fix it. So like this is this source here. Uh, Okay, it's not closing, but here. Okay, here we go. So we go to like you go to generative AI. Where is that? Yeah, here we go. So you see the date is missing. So the date here, you'll just give it, since this is a web page, you can just give it like today's date. So that's the date is missing. Yeah. So you added the date. Yeah. So now like the date is missing. Now you come here, and then what you can do, you can refresh. So it see here, you did this manually, you changed this manually. It tell you, do you want to keep the manually change you did? You tell him yes. But now, see, this guy is fixed. Now, like future learner, it has this guy. Yeah. Maybe future learner, you want to leave a space. I don't know how they write it. Maybe if you want to leave a space, you can come here. The author, you change the author name, like if you want to put some space here. Yeah. And then you can again come here, you refresh. And then after you refresh future learner, and then you have the citation. Okay. Now I want to create, so this is, let's say, this is my introduction section. Yeah. But also you will have like a reference section where you put all these sources. So you, let's say, references. Yeah. So in the reference section, like how could I add this citation? That's very easy. Like you just come here to the Zotero and you say add and edit bibliography, and then it will generate like the list for you. You can come here if you want to. I generally like to change the line spacing. You can do it like this. Let's see here. View. I like to make it look a bit like a little nicer. So you can just one indentation. Yeah. So you see here, uh, I have. Do I have all the information that I need? So like you can check here. So the Walter, yeah, this is the name, this is the date, this is the title. Here, this is the volume number, the issue numbers, the pages, the DOI. So this is correct. This guy is correct. This guy, see here, this guy is correct. This is an archive X, so maybe I think this should be okay, like because this is a preprint. As long as you're providing a DOI, it might not have an issue number, it might not have a page number. So this is correct because this is like a preprint. So this looks okay to me here. This looks okay. Here, see, this is a paper. Again, like this doesn't look okay to me. Why? Because it's missing page number and it's missing like issue number. But like if you go to the website, we checked this already. That is because it's an early view, early version of the paper. So it has, so these information are not available yet. Yeah. Or see, this one looks okay. And see, this one, I have the author name, Artificial Intelligence and Future of Education, U.S. Department of Education, Office of Education, U.S. Department of Education. That's missing something. That's missing the URL or where you will find these pages. DOI. So, but this doesn't have a DOI. That's the problem. Like this, some of these reports, they don't have a DOI. They don't have this persistent uh, object identifier number. So what you do here? I don't know. Like one thing maybe you can do, where is this report? One thing you can do here, maybe you can just put like this report data here. So like you can come here. It's better than nothing. Yeah. I mean, it's not the right thing you exactly need to do, but it is better than nothing. At least if you want to get to this report later, you can. But the problem of this URL is that they will change. Yeah. So they are not a persistent. So where was this report? Do you remember where was this report from? This is blog post. This is yes, that's the report. So you just come here and you just put this information. URL. You put the URL. Uh, I think that's how you do it. Yeah, you just put like the URL here, and it's better than nothing. So like if you updated your you come here to the Zotero, you refresh this one, and now like you have the URL. Yeah. So at least you have this information. So that looks good. Yeah. So I think that's what this is. Let's see how we are doing in timing. I don't like to keep. Okay, timing is okay. So we see like how to do in-text citation and bibliography, support Word document and Google Docs. So in Google Doc you can do the same. Organize referencing using my library, collection, sub-collection, and tags for efficient management. So I showed you this already. So you can have like a collection. Inside this collection, you can have a new sub-collection. So new sub-collection, so that would be uh, redefining teacher role. So here, uh, when uh, you have like this AI is invading higher education, the teacher role will be different, like because now AI can take care of all this low level learning activities, and then the teacher might be his role would be will not to teach you this tiny little detail, but for more creative senses and like high level like learning activities, for example. And so that could be that. So if I have articles, remember you can put like all the articles related to this, you can put it here. But again, I don't like this, not how I do it. I do it like I'm an old school, so this is how I like to do it. Yeah, I like to do it on my computer and have like my PDF. Probably this is easier to do it here, but yes, but I'm an old school. Yeah, so I just do it here. But you can, so here's that's exactly what I have. Like you see here, I just the have like for example, like you go to new sources, I have like subfolders. Yeah, so you have subfolders and you organize your things. But here is much easier because here you can also add the tags, not just like so you can you see here like your tags you can add like tags and so you can say like future of higher like or like teacher lore for example. I mean I'm just making up anything teacher role. So you can also give it a tag and that's like that's be easier because you can find all these articles by this tag. So it might be easier to use it here and then you also have the PDF here. Yeah. But that's really up to you. Like you just do whichever you feel you're more comfortable with. What I'm more comfortable with is I'm still like the old school. Like, see, I cannot even. Yeah. What I'm more comfortable with is not to organize them here, but like for the full text, like I just use this for citation, in text citation, and for in-text citation and like creating a reference list. But for getting the full text and organize them, I still like to do it on my computer. But of course, there is advantage of doing it here also. Okay. So let's do this. You can do like my library collection. So collections, my library, that's like a collection. Yeah, like you can you see, I told you here, this is my library. You can export this whole reference list. You can actually export like this whole reference list. I mean, I don't know how to do this now, but like you can yeah like export library. You can export like this whole library and upload it, for example, of Mendeley. Like let's say you are using Mendeley, you can export this whole thing and upload it on Mendeley and vice versa. You just do this here. Yeah. Collaboration feature. I will skip this part. I just want you, but not in order not to make this video very long, but I want to make you that be aware that you have a collaboration feature. Collaboration feature basically, and if you need to do this, you can just like check online like how to do it. The collaboration feature is that basically like in your library you can add collaborators. So let's say here like in this guy you can you can export this collection, you can generate report from collection, you can create a bibliography, you can rename. There is a feature is that like you can share this with someone, but I don't know. I can't see it here. Let's see where is it. But anyway, it's not important. Like I just want you to be aware that this feature exists, and if you want to share this, uh, give access to someone to this one. So if like you're working together, you can do this. Like let's see where to do it. Like file. Import. But this feature exists. I'm sure it exists and I used it before. Yeah. Manage attachment. I used it before and I shared my library with collaborators before. Here even new collection, export, sync, save to branch. I don't know, but I mean, I just want you like you can search online how to collaborate. Let's see here. New item, add, add to file, new standalone node. But anyway, it is there. Yeah, I know it. I know you can do this here. Maybe here. Locate. Yeah, but anyway, maybe. So you can do like group collaboration, share either like a collection, your whole library or sub collection or anything. You can do this group collaboration. You can from your web account and invite collaborator. Oh, maybe you, okay, maybe you do this from your web account, not from the desktop version. Yeah, so you need to go to your web account and then you will find the same thing and then you do the global collaboration from there. Yeah, so that's you do it from your web account. Okay, but anyway, so what I want you to do, for remember the previous homework where you identified like 10 articles that are relevant to your research that you find that are very useful to your research, and you identify two or three other article with what they call generative AI helped you to identify two articles. So I want you to uh, save this article to your Zotero and just like cite them in a paper like this. You can you can just like cite them as I did here, and then create this reference list. So you create like how many do I have here? Like you just created for the 12 of them or whatever. Yeah. So here I have 7 of them. You just do it for like the 12 of them. And then after you do it, make sure that all the information is complete, just as I did here. Usually, like in my other classes, I wouldn't deduct a grade if this information is unclear. But in this class, I mean, I somehow like act like a jerk and deduct a grade for this because this is what we are learning in this class. And when you submit this, for example, for publication, you need to pay attention to every little detail because that will give an impression about like how accurate you are and how uh, like the quality of your work. If this doesn't, you have missing information, and guess what, like it will save you time later on, like once your article get accepted and when it's in production, if this information is missing, you will find like the production editor sending you lot of like comments asking you to provide all this missing information. So you better do it. This will save you time later. You have to do it anyway. Yeah, you'll do it one way or another. Yeah. So that's I think that's it, and that's all for this video. If you have more question, yes, please ask them to me. Ask in the you have exit tickets. You remember you need to do exit ticket for each video. So make sure you put this like in the exit ticket if you have question. For group collaboration, go to your, if you need to do this, go to your web account and check it there. Okay, so I think that's all for this lesson. I will keep you with this one and like see you in the next